Hey guys, it's Claire. Happy Friday. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I'm on my way to packing for Hollywood Vibe here in Detroit. I have a dance competition this weekend, and that gave me my idea for doing something like what to expect for your first competition. This is my first year in competition, and I love it. All the girls on my team are amazing, but my first time going to a competition, my first competition was Tremaine. But my first actual competition where I competed was Hollywood Connections. And it kind of took me by surprise. I kind of didn't know what to do, but I felt comfortable with my team, helping me. But I know some of you guys are a bit new at the competition thing, so I wanted to make a video about that. And so what I always do the night before is I pack, and I know that's not the best idea, but for me, I work better under pressure. So if you're not someone that doesn't work too terribly well under pressure, I wouldn't recommend that because you can forget some stuff. Like my first time, I was packing for Tremaine because we were staying at a hotel with my friend Natalie, and I forgot stuff under pressure because I was just so excited because, it's your first competition, you're going to be really excited, but I ended up forgetting some stuff. So, sometimes I don't always work the best under pressure, but anyways, I'm getting off track. So, I have a little green suitcase, and what I always put in there is my pajamas. Your pajamas are the last thing you need. You don't want that, at your disposal right away. But, I always put, like, my underwear, my socks underneath because, like, if you don't have your room already and you need something and you run out to the lobby to your mom, like, I need this, you don't want your underwear and your, whatever, your unmentionables flying everywhere. So, you really don't want that. So, you put your pajamas on the bottom because that's the last thing you need until you get up to the hotel room once your competition is done. Then afterwards, you put your dance clothing for the next day. Usually when you leave for your master's classes in the morning, you're already clothed and dressed and your hair should be up and stuff like that out of your face. And so, you really don't have to worry about that, but all your clothing that you're going to wear for tomorrow. And then make sure you don't put anything like your toothpaste, your facial wash, your shampoo and conditioner, but usually hotels provide that kind of stuff. So make sure you don't put that on top of that. If you have an extra compartment, I would really strongly recommend doing that because you don't want to get stuff all over your clothing that you're going to be wearing the next morning because you want to look as professional as possible. You want the teachers to think of you as a serious dancer, not a dancer that just got toothpaste all over their shirt and decided not to change because they don't give a crap how they look. I think that most teachers might find that very disrespectful. So make sure you put that kind of stuff in a different compartment. And then I always have my makeup bag, my little makeup bag that I use for competitions. I always just put that right next to each other, right next to my other stuff, And then I have my costumes, and usually I hang them and I have them in a garment bag, but if my room is not ready, my mom does not like to hold them, and that's completely fine by me. I really don't care, but you want to make sure that you have extra room for that kind of stuff. And so you just fold them neatly and make sure they're, there. But as soon as you get in the room, make sure you remind your mom or your dad or whoever's with you in the hotel room, like, make sure as soon as you get to the hotel room, hang that stuff up because, most costumes can get wrinkled pretty darn easily. And if it has a tutu, just hang it upside down. And if it still is wrinkly, then put it in outside of the shower. And when you take a shower after your master's classes, because you're going to be nasty as ever, the steam will get to it and, it'll be fine. So that's kind of what you want to pack for. For master's classes, usually they are very early. Usually they start around 7:30, 7:45. Some even start at 7 o'clock, so you have to get up at like 5 a.m. so you have time to get ready, get breakfast, and all that kind of stuff. And if you didn't take a shower from the night before, which, one, ew, just saying, then you get a chance to do that. But so usually those master classes start at that time, whenever school starts, that kind of early stuff. Gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry. Um, Usually I have a hair bag. My friend Mackenzie got me a little makeup pouch for my 14th birthday, and I now use it as a hair bag. I keep hair pins, bobby pins, hair nets, hair ties, a lot of hair ties, and bows in there. So, if I need them or I want to take them out, I can put them in there, and I don't have to search through my bag with them. I usually also put my hairspray in there because you can get flyaways, and I don't know about you, but I hate when I get all of this going on. Like, even at school, like, I always go to the bathroom, and I always have to, like, fix it, and especially my sideburns here, they just kind of are out. I really don't like that. I really don't. So I always keep hairspray in there. Before you leave for a competition, my dance bag gets dirty really easily. I just toss my stuff in there, hasta la vista, I really don't care about you anymore, you know what I mean? So, I just want to go home. So before you leave, make sure you dump everything out of your bag. And if your bag gets if you have like stuff on the bottom of your bag, sometimes I get that way if I don't clean out my bag once every maybe like 4 months, but usually I do it right before a competition. So I just know where everything is, and say if I don't know where one of my jazz shoes are, that I can search for it, and then I can make sure that one of my friends know that I don't know where one of my jazz shoes are. But you want to be able to make sure that you know where all your shoes are for that you're going to be using for your competition like 4 days before the competition. I'm just saying, because that's just going to end up really, really bad on your side of the end. Anyways, so competitions, or the master's classes, I'm sorry, are really, really fun. You get to meet new people, and there's some really nice girls. I know I've made a couple friends there before. The teachers are usually really nice. They're super supportive. I personally love the tap classes, and so they're always really fun. They're really challenging, and learning from a new teacher I know can be really exciting for most people. Usually the competitions last till a bit after noon. Usually the minis get done earlier than the juniors, teens, and seniors in most cases, but not all the time they do, as I've seen. So usually they end a bit after the afternoon, so usually around the 2 o'clock, 3:30 hour. Usually the competitions start around 4:15, 5 o'clock, but usually they'll start around more like 4, like the 4 o'clock hour and stuff like that. The competition can be really fun. It's fun seeing other dance studios, compete their stuff, and it's fun to compete against other people. I personally have a very competitive nature, and I love competing against other girls and showing what I have to offer. You always want to make sure you get ready an hour, I know, before your dance starts. I know most people already know that, but it is kind of essential because I had to admit, during Hollywood Connection, I didn't do that, and I didn't get my costume on until like literally 25 minutes before we had to go on, and it was terrible. I wasn't paying attention to the time. So if you have a phone, make sure your phone is on you 24/7 and you're looking at it every 10 minutes. I'm just saying. And if you don't have a phone, if your mom has like 2 phones or something like my mom does, then ask her, like, hey, can I use your phone so I can keep it on me if you're not going to be with your mom, if you're going to be with your friends watching your other studios dances, or if you're going to be watching your own dances and stuff like that from other teams from your own studio. Then make sure you always have a phone on you, or at least like a digital watch or something, but make sure your watch is off before you go on stage. Talking about making sure your watches are off, make sure that all your bracelets are off. Usually I have bracelets up and down my arm. I have a lot of friendship bracelets that I have, but I had to take them off 2 days ago, which, I really don't like because they take forever to go put back on. I usually kind of take them off before I go to dance anyways, except for like a few of them, but, So make sure those are all off. But competitions can be really fun. You know, your team grows closer and stuff like that. You guys become better friends because, you know, you're competing together, you dancing together as one, and it's really nice. I like taking the master's classes from professional choreographers, you know, some of them famous choreographers. So I've always loved doing that. So competitions can be really fun, and if it's your first competition, don't be nervous because I guarantee you, if one of your friends have been in competition the year before you, they will have your back. And if you ask anybody for help, I guarantee you, they will help you or find someone that can help you. You know, you're not going to be a lost cause at your first competition, you know. So, don't be nervous, just have fun. And if this isn't your first competition, then, you know how it's like. And I hope this video helped you just a little bit if it's your first competition. But, you know, so I hope it helped you just a bit. So I hope you guys had fun watching my video. Hit subscribe. Make sure that you watch Julia's videos, and we'll try to get together once a month to answer any questions. And if you guys do have a question, in all caps, write question and then your question so we know to look at it. Alright, thank you guys. Bye.